Well, there's a great need for graduates in the enterprise computing technology area to work in the support role for corporations, incorporating desktop technology, linking to cloud applications with the growth of mobile technologies. And we're going to go pick up Dave Keller, the instructor in that program, go talk to him about some of the need, and then visit one of our recent graduates who works in the industry in a support role. Hey Dave, it's Scott. Today's the day. Do you have some time we can sit and grab some coffee and talk about our programs at Century College?
Hey, I'd love to, Scott. You know, I know this little place over in Bloomington, a little cafe where we can grab something. You want to meet over there?
Sure, meet you there in about a half an hour.
Sounds good to me.
All right, see you then. Thanks. See ya.
All right.
I'm Scott Simonson, and this is IT Professionals in Cars Getting Java. Dave, can you tell me a little bit about Century College's Enterprise Computing Technology Program?
Yeah, I'd be happy to do that. You know, the ECT program at Century College just got rebranded about a year ago. We used to be called Microcomputer Support Technology, but we changed our name to ECT because we felt it better depicted really what our program's about. And a lot of students kind of get confused as to what enterprise computing even means. You know, they think enterprise is like that starship in Star Trek or something. But enterprise computing really is talking about supporting a business enterprise's computing environment. So all of their servers, all of their desktop computers, all those types of things. And in ECT, we've actually got 5 different areas that people can specialize in. They have the ability to specialize kind of in Microsoft administration. I guess I'll just call it that, just to keep it easy. You can also be a Linux admin. You could be a Cisco network support person. You could also do cloud computing and virtualization. And we're adding a new one in security as well. So you do get a lot of different areas that you get an opportunity to work in there.
So a pretty diverse set of offerings. What about the balance between males and female? Are there a lot of opportunities for females in your program as well?
There absolutely is a lot of opportunities for females. You know, we'd always like to see more because the females that have come through the program have done very, very well. They've had a lot of success out in the field. Not to say that the males don't have success. We have more jobs than we have students to put into those jobs, which is a really good problem to have.
Huge shortage of IT workers I'm hearing today.
Absolutely.
So can you tell me a little bit about the skills or characteristics that students should possess when they start your program?
You know, number one, I would say, is a love of learning. Because if you go into any one of the IT programs at Century College, once you graduate, you're not done learning. You're going to have to constantly keep up with all the changes that are going on. You know, in our area, we work a lot with operating systems and servers. So you know that operating systems don't stay stagnant. They're constantly being upgraded. There's constantly new challenges as far as exploits and malware and things like that that you have to keep up with. So you have to love to learn. You also have to like people in this area because we do have a lot of contact with people. In a lot of cases, you might be working on a help desk initially, so you're going to be talking to people a lot there. But even if you're working with servers, you're going to have end user customers that you have to support. So you have to be able to communicate with people, and you're not just kind of stuck away in some corner somewhere in a back office. And
not like it used to be.
Not like it used to be at all.
So you mentioned help desk support and server administration. What are some of the other typical jobs that your graduates get when they graduate from the Enterprise Computing Technology Program?
Well, as far as server administration is concerned, you know, they're going to have both Microsoft and Linux server admins out there, so you get the ability to work both ways there. Also, the help desk, as you mentioned, although today we really call it the support desk. The term help desk is kind of on its way out because there's so much more that you do now than just support a computing environment. You've got your phones and everything else out there now. We also have people that are working in security, so we have security specialists that are doing things. Some of the other things that they can do is imaging. And we're talking about imaging, we're talking about being able to create an image of a computer or a server and then be able to deploy that to multiple machines automatically, rather than just taking your DVD and having to go from one to the next to the next to the next.
Pretty much over, I would think.
I would hope so. Maybe in your small organizations they're still going to do it that way, but even there they can still benefit from being able to have an image and being able to recreate a machine.
Sure. And how has this technology impacted your program, the whole mobile app and mobile device technology? You have students working in this area as well?
Absolutely. My employers are coming back to me and they're constantly asking me to add more curriculum in that particular area, because for them it's a challenge. They have the mobile environment. You don't have just one platform that you're supporting out there, and that's also constantly changing, and obviously it's becoming more of a security risk.
Great. It would be really beneficial. Do you have some students, or is there a student in the area that we could go and talk to a little bit more in depth and find out kind of what they're working with on a day-to-day basis?
As a matter of fact, not too far from here, I do have a student. His name's Jason Rodham. He works for a company called KDV. Maybe we could, pick up a cup of coffee or something and see if we can go visit him.
I'll get a refill and let's go over there and see if we can talk to him today.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, great. All right. Thanks, Dave. Great. I get a large coffee.
Hey Jason, good to see you.
Good to see you, Dave.
Thanks for having us come out here and talking to us a little bit about the ECT program at Century, but what an office.
This is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
This is where it's at, right here in Bloomington.
You gotta love this. Well, tell us a little bit about what you do every day here.
We do network administration, help desk. Our clients, if they have an issue, they give us a call, we help them out. We get them back up and running if they're down. Any computer issue, they need us to install something, swap out a hard drive, set up a new computer, set up new users. Pretty much the list of everything that I learned through my training at Century.
Awesome. Great. So, help desk, does that mean you're on the phone all day long?
Sometimes, not all the time, no.
How do you like that? I mean, back when you were a student, I would have thought that wouldn't be something that you'd like very much, but you are liking it?
A little background, I used to lift 400-pound windows, right?
Yep.
Sitting in an air-conditioned office at a cool 70 degrees all day, talking on the phone is a lot better than lifting 400-pound windows all day.
So you're pretty much a technology integrator then? You work on multiple systems. How about new projects, and do you get involved with some of the planning for implementing new technologies at this organization?
Yes. We are currently switching all of KDV's laptops from the old hard drives to solid state hard drives and upgrading RAM and stuff. So yeah, that's huge. It's from a technical support perspective, it is a lot nicer. The laptops that we've already switched over to solid state hard drives, the quickness and less problems, and it's been fantastic.
So are you also doing a lot with the cloud then as well?
We are. We do cloud backups for some of our clients, and cloud technologies is something that we work with here.
And how about the infusion of mobile technologies? A lot of people are carrying these sorts of things. Are you finding the integration of this type of technology with your enterprise as well?
Every week we're setting up somebody's email on a cell phone and getting them, yes.
Well, that's got to be a little bit of a challenge, I think, security-wise. So, have you involved working with the security on these things?
We are doing security, yes. Our implementation of security for mobile devices is huge right now. We're actually working with Office 365, setting up through SharePoint and other technologies there.
How do you stay up with all that new technology?
It's every day. Every day.
Constant learning? You're not done learning yet?
No way. No way. And that's good. I love staying on top of what's going on. This is living the dream, being a nerdy geeky dude, right? I don't maybe look like a nerdy geeky dude, but it's a lot funner being a nerdy geeky dude than it is
lifting windows.
So
the opportunity is pretty bright for people wanting to get into the field, both traditional and non-traditional. What about the role for women and minorities in IT?
Huge, huge. I had a position, my last position was penetration testing, and they were talking, you know, we need to get more women into this. There's a need for it.
So there's currently a great shortage in IT. Are you helping us recruit? Are you recommending people come to Century College just like yourself?
I talk all the time about Century College, and my son's friends, I tell them, get into Century College, get into the IT, because this is where it's at. The internet, not going away.
Well, thanks, Jason. Thanks for your insights. Appreciate it.
Thanks for stopping by. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
Enjoy the coffee.
Thank you very much.
Well, I can talk a little bit. You know that stuff will kill you.
I'm hoping it will.